All right. So it is 2 o'clock. So let's get started, everyone. What are we doing? The perfect question. What are we doing? So we have these Mondrian. So Mondrian is I believe he was an artist, and he would make these paintings that kind of look like this one right here. If you're looking at my screen right now, you should be able to see my screen. Um, he would I think his first name was Piet. I don't know how to. He might be French. I'm thinking he's French, but his name. I'll put it in the chat. Oh, there we go. Spencer even put something. There we go. Yeah, his name is Piet Mondrian. We'll say, and he makes a lot of art very similar um, to the one that you're seeing on the screen, or you can go and take a look at the link that Spencer put in the chat. So either way, what we're going to do is we're going to try to make our own mathematical art, okay? Using Mondrian's ideas of how he would make these, um, his paintings. PA sounds like, oh, PA. Okay, sounds like just saying, all right, there you go. So PA Mondrian. So there you go. So PA Mondrian. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to do these types of paintings, but in small grids for now. Okay, and there's two goals. We're trying to make paintings of rectangles or squares. Okay, so we're going to paint using different colors. So I'll do an example for all of you to see. And let's say I'm painting this first grid right here. Okay, so there's going to be two things. The first thing is we're going to paint, or we're going to use the paint tool to fill in this 3x3 grid with colors. And we can make grids. We can make grids. We can make rectangles or squares of any size, as long as we're not repeating the same size square or rectangle in that 3x3 grid. Okay, so we can do any. Let's say I do, for example, let's say I make a square. I'll color that, let's say this color, the yellow color, golden. It's kind of like a little golden yellow. So now, so that's the 2x2. I made a 2x2 square, golden yellow. Right, so there's the first one. Let me make a 1x3 red, red rectangle, and last but not least, I'll make a 2x1 blue rectangle. Okay, so just so far I have a 2x2, right? 2x2 square, a 1x3 red rectangle, and a 2x1 blue rectangle. Okay, so none of them are the same size. Do we agree on that? So put it in the chat if we agree that none of the rectangles or the squares are the same size. Do we agree on that? Yes or no? Put in the chat. I see one. Anne agrees. Is she the only one that agrees with me? Okay, there we go. Awesome. Okay, so looks like we all agree. That's great. So that was the first thing. The second thing that we have to, the second rule basically of the way that we're going to make these, or not really a rule, but we're going to try to keep this in mind every time we make these. Okay, so the first rule, which was, again, each of the rectangles and squares have to be different size. And the second thing we have to keep in mind is that we're going to keep in mind a score. Okay, so I got a score in this case. I'll tell you the score first, and then we'll talk about how I got that score. Okay, so the score that I got was, let's see. So I got a score of 2. Okay, so the score of 2, how I got that was I took the biggest size, or the area of the biggest rectangle or square, which was 4, right? Because the 2x2, 2 times 2 is 4. And then I subtracted that by the smallest area of a rectangle or a square. So that was, the smallest one is the 2x1, which has the area of 2. So if I subtract those two, I get it to be, oh gosh, we don't want that. Let's just say it equals 2. Okay, so if I take 4 minus 2, it's equal to 2. So that was my score. Okay, so what do we think? I want everybody to have a let's see. So I want everybody to say yes, no, or maybe. Do you think we can get a smaller score of 2, smaller than 2 for these 3x3 grids? You think, does anyone think so? Yes, no, or maybe? Yes, no, or maybe? We're trying to get the smallest score that we can get. Ooh, Genevieve said maybe. Everybody else says yes. Ooh, okay. So just like before, if you have an idea, raise your virtual hand. We'll call you up, and then let's see how you would paint these 3x3s. Okay. So, ooh, I see some people changing their minds. Maybe, or no. Ooh, okay. But even then, let's try some out. So, AJ, I saw you first. And actually, should we call on a few people? That we can call on a few people. So AJ and Audrey. Let's call on a few people, and then tell us how you would fill the grid. AJ, can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right, AJ, tell us how you would how you would paint the grid on this one. Again, this was the one that was our score. Put it in bold. So I'll kind of make it a little bigger. So that was our score. Okay, so AJ or Audrey, whoever wants to start. AJ, Audrey, I see you kind of saying something. Oh, Audrey, I'm muted. AJ, okay, so AJ, go ahead. How would you paint this? Paint these squares. Which rectangles and squares? How would you make the rectangles and squares?
So the rule is that you can't have the same shape.
Same size? No, you can't have the same size rectangle or the same size square in your painting. So like if I have a 1x1, let's say I have a 1x1 blue square, I can't have another 1x1 square in that painting. Or if I have a 1x2, let's say I put that right there, I can't have another 1x2 anywhere on the painting. Okay, so keep that in mind. So you can't repeat the same shape twice.
Okay, so can you delete those colors?
Yes, I can. I'll undo. So basically, they can't have, if you want to think about it in terms of area, that's another way to think about it. They can't have the same area. So two rectangles or two squares can't have the same area.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, 6 of those squares going up.
Like this.
Yeah.
Paint it with one color.
Aqua blue.
You want to do the blue? Okay. Like that one. Okay.
A one at the top.
Mm-hmm. So color that one. Okay. We'll call that one red. Color that one red. Okay. And then these two.
Yeah, yellow.
Okay. Eva's saying something in the chat. All right, so in this one, we got, remember, we look at the biggest area, which is 6. We subtract that with the smallest area, which is 1. Oh, the score is 5.
And there you go.
Oh no, we wanted the score to be big or smaller, not bigger. That's okay, AJ. Okay, no
Can I
worries.
stay like this as a panelist or whatever this is called?
So AJ, we gotta let other people participate. Okay, so don't worry.
Just stay as a panelist or whatever this is called.
AJ, you'll stay with Audrey, and then we're going to call some other people up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Audrey, what about you? Do you have a different way of painting this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that AJ? Could you, we'll ask AJ to mute. Maybe that helps. Okay, there we go. Go ahead.
4 of them, one color.
4 of them, one color, meaning, well, kind of like a square again?
I guess.
Or you can tell me, however, whichever, it has to be a rectangle or a square.
Square.
You want a square? Okay. We'll make it yellow. Okay. Like kind of like mine. Okay, and then what?
One red.
One single red. Okay. Okay. Then what?
4 blue.
So remember, if we can't make them all blue because it has to be a rectangle or a square. This is going to be a kind of like a L shape. We can't have no L shapes. No, we can't do that shape. Does that make sense, Audrey?
Yeah.
Okay, so what should we have to switch something? What else could we do with this?
Switch. And yeah.
Audrey, if you're not sure, that's okay too.
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay. No worries. All right. Thank you so much, Audrey. Thank you so much, AJ, for helping us out. So, let's see. So Samarth, Samarth and Zarad, do either of you have an idea for this one, or is it something else? Could you tell us? Is it something for these 3x3s? Do you have an idea for these? Zarad, we have you in here.
So I raised my hand because I had an idea to.
For this one, 3x3s?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your idea? Tell us.
Okay, so let's start off by doing three of any color.
3 of any color. So like up and down, right? Like kind of like this?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 up and down. We'll go down the colors. So yellow, and then the next one's gonna be red.
Okay, and then we'll do
Then what?
2.
2. Okay. 2 sideways, like on a row, or how?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what?
A 4.
The 4.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got this one. So what's, just so that we see the scores? So what's your biggest area?
4 blue.
4 blue. What's the smallest area?
2 red.
Red. So we'll subtract those 2. And what do we get?
2.
2. Okay. So we also got 2. Oh man. Okay. So maybe 2 is the smallest we can get here. Maybe.
Maybe once we get to the like larger ones, we can get more than like less than 2.
Definitely. Okay, so looks like for this one, that's as much as we can do for this one. This is the lowest score. Seems like it. If not, you can always try some more. But let's go to the bigger ones. Okay, so now, let's see, Samarth, how about you try this one? How would you paint this 4x4 grid?
Am I supposed to get the lowest or the highest score?
Well, we want the lowest scores. When we subtract the biggest area minus the smallest area, okay, of the rectangles and squares.
And nothing can be the same area.
Yes, nothing, no rectangles, or no two rectangles or no two squares can have the same area in your painting. Yes, or in the 4x4 grid, in this case.
Okay, then let's see.
Hmm.
I think you can color one of the columns with, yes, that.
You can always tell us. So just so you see how like there's letters. Actually, I'll make it a little bigger, just so you can see it. So you see how like there's letters. You can say like A1 to A4 to help me. Okay. You can always use these letters and numbers. Okay. So is it fine? A1 to A4.
Yes, A1 to A4.
Okay, so we'll go down the list of the colors. So we got that. Okay, now what?
And then we can do a square for BCD 1, 2, 3.
ED 1, 2, 3. Oh, a 3x3 square. Like this?
Yes,
Okay. And then what about these last 3?
color them in.
Okay, we'll color them just like we got. Okay, so now for this one, we have the biggest area, which is the 3x3, which is the 9, right? 3 times 3 is 9. And then we have the smallest, which is the 3x1, which is -3. So what's our score? What's our score, Samar?
6.
6.
I think there's a way to get 4.
Ooh, okay. So wait, let's let since Samarth, you already tried,
Never mind.
other people try, okay? So that lots of people get a chance to try, okay? So all right, what should we do? Zara, do you have an idea for this one before you head out?
Not currently.
Okay, don't worry. We could always we'll call you back up. Okay. So if again, anyone, just like what Spencer said, thank you so much, Smart. Thank you so much, Zara. If you have an idea of how to go about and fill out these 4x4 grids, raise your hand again, and we will call on you to give us your ideas, to share your ideas with us. Let us know. Let us know if you have an idea of how to get something lower than 6. Yeah, anybody else want us to try? I know AJ already went, but is there anybody else that wants to try this? I know there's a bunch of people in here. Like JL or Soraya or Ava. Ava was telling us something earlier. Let us know. So again, raise your virtual hand, let us know, and we will call you up to see if we can get a better score. Okay. Let's call on AJ one more time. See if you have an idea. All right, AJ.
Okay, round 2.
Yep. Ooh, Win also has an idea. Okay, so let's also call up Win. Yes, ask the question, Zara. Ooh, Soraya also has an idea. But let's just do two at a time for now. Okay, so AJ, go ahead.
GHI all the way down to 4.
Okay, you're calling all that one color, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then what else? Don't, yeah, go ahead.
J all the way down to 4 again.
Okay,
And that would get
what's your score?
okay, so that's a 12 there.
This one's 12, yeah.
12 minus 4 would equal an 8.
Ah, so we got the score of 8. Okay, we got bigger. We wanted to have that little smaller, but that's okay. Awesome work, AJ. All right, Win. So what's your name?
For some reason it's saying Win, but my actual name is Vayun.
Vayun. Okay. Vayun. Writing it down. I don't know why. Yeah, there's a lot of wins, but don't worry in here. Okay, thank you. Okay, Vayun, what is your idea?
So for the top, so you can put 4 on the top of the 4x4. You can put 4 of the same color.
So like the row like I just highlighted like this?
Yes.
Okay. Then what?
And then put a 3x2 on the bottom left.
Bottom left like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, wrong one. Okay.
No, sorry. The 2 are actually
Oh, 2x3.
not like that. The other, yeah, 2x3 I meant.
Ah, okay. So yeah, when we say 2x3, right, it's the bottom and then the top. So the horizontal is the 2 and then the vertical is the 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like okay. Now we're on the same
So
page.
then,
Go ahead.
so then one square.
One square. Any one square?
Well, it is right here.
Oh yes, annotate. Oh, complete. Okay, you just want to do that one. Okay, we can do that. Like that.
Yeah. And then a 1x3 square here.
Oh, okay. Got some orange now. Wow, first time we use orange. Awesome.
And then this 2x2 square, since this 1x2 square here.
All right, looks good. Okay, so what's our score for this one then?
So the biggest area is 6 and the smallest area is 1. So 6 minus 1 is equal to 5.
5. Oh, very nice. Very nice for you. All right, let me put it there. All right, awesome work, Vayun and AJ. Thank you so much for helping us out. So let's see. We got any other people? Any other people that have ideas? Again, raise your virtual hand. We'll call you up. All right. Ooh, Thea has an idea. And oh, Thea and Soraya. Soraya, you want to start us off?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead, Soraya.
I have a question though.
Question. Ask.
So like could you do like just like 2 squares like as a rectangle like multiple times?
Ah, see, that's the thing. So that was the rule that we were talking about earlier. So let's say just so that we can see it. So Soraya, do you see the one that I just colored in here?
Yeah.
That has an area of what?
Oh, it has an area of 2.
Yes. So even if we put this another one, even if it looks vertical, right? Kind of like this, it also has an area of 2. So even if it's a 1x2 instead of a 2x1, it still has an area of 2. So we can't repeat those twice. Okay.
Okay. Well, can you do from S to V and then to 2?
Has to be to 2. Yes, we can.
Yeah. and then do S to T, and then from 3 to 4.
3 to 4. So, okay.
And then mm,
Mhm.
actually, can you erase the red one? And then do S to um, um
Hmm.
can you do U to V, and then on the fourth one?
So like that square?
Yeah. No, like just one line, one row.
Okay, just U to V. Got it. Let's see. What color why we haven't used red? Okay.
And then can you do like one, like just one, like S to T, and then all the yeah.
All the way. Okay.
And then would you be able to do another one like right there in the last?
Remember we're gonna have an area of 2 again.
Oh,
Mm. But we could instead make maybe another red like this. We can make it a 3 by 1, and then you can fill this out with
yeah.
the different. Okay, we'll do that instead. All right. So now here we have what's our biggest area?
8,
8, and what's our smallest area?
1,
So what should be our score for this one, for your painting?
7.
7, exactly. That's okay. If we didn't get it smaller, that's completely fine. Okay, so don't worry. Thank you so much, Sarai. All right, so Thea, how about you? Do you have a different idea? Do you go by Thea? Just so that
No, my name is Ella.
Ella. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. So that I know next time. Yeah. Okay, Ella. Tell me, how would you color this 4x4 grid? Let's go to this one. Actually,
Um,
we're gonna do this one down here. Okay.
okay. Um, do um, A to B down to 10.
Down to 10. Okay. So we'll color that the yellow as we usually do. Okay. And what?
Um, and then in D7 to 9.
Hmm.
Can you do that?
7. Sorry, you said D7, just D7?
No, 7 down to 9.
Yes, of course. We can do that. So here we go.
Mm, and then a 4 next to it.
A 4 next to it. Okay.
And then I guess you'd have to put a 1.
Mm. Okay. Ooh, this kind of looks like Soraya's. It's just a little bit mixed up, right? Soraya kind of looks like yours, but like on the side. Kind of.
Yeah.
Oh. So this should have the same. This should have the same score. Let's double check, Ella. So what's your biggest area?
8,
What's your smallest area?
1,
So 1 minus 1. So your score for this should be what?
7.
Also 7. Exactly. All right. So again, thank you so much, Sarai. Thank you so much, Ella. All right. So let's see. Does anyone else have an idea for this one? Let's see. So yes, it is 2:30 as usual. We will Yes, Spencer's telling us, yes, it is 2:30. So if you have to leave, it's completely fine. Um, yes, but we'll stay a little longer just in case, like if anybody else wants to try some more of these, we can definitely try. Okay. So again, if you raise your hand, if you want to, if you have a different idea, let us know and we will call you up. Yes, Anurajani, we're about to call you up right now. All right, bye, Soraya. I'll see you next time. Okay. All right, let's see. Liang is a very good question. Yes, you can use a 2x2 and a 4x1. So yes, they have the same area, but they're a different shape. Does that make more sense? So as long as you're not using the same area and same shape, okay? So that's where you can't reuse them, okay? But if they're different shape, but same area, I think is that fine, Spencer? Just to double check what Liang wrote.
Yeah, just think of it as if they can kind of rotate and become the same shape. So like a 2x1 and a 1x2, that counts as the same shape. Or a 2x3 and a 3x2, that's the same shape.
Right.
But a 6x1 and a 3x2, they can't rotate into each other.
Yes. So maybe we weren't completely clear about that, but that's how, yes, that's exactly what we mean. That same area is fine as long as it's a different shape. All right, so Anurajani, you said you had an idea for us?
Yeah, I tried this on paper, but I think it's correct, but I'll just see.
Yeah, go.
So I did um, the first column
The
all
first,
filled in.
okay. So you can use these letters if you like.
Oh, okay. G 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, so G-H-I-J. I think I said J-H-I-G. So you said G7 all the way to 10?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then what?
And then I did H 7, 8.
H7, 8. Okay. All right.
And then I did HI 9, 10. Oh, HIJ 9, 10.
H-I-J, 9 and 10. Okay, so all these. All right.
And then I filled in the rest.
And filled in the rest. All right, so let's see what color did we get, or I mean not color. What score did we get here? Anurajani?
The largest one is 6.
6. Okay. Smallest?
Oh, -2,
-2. Okay.
which is 4.
4. Awesome. 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 Looks great.
And I have a reason why it can't be less than 2.
Why it can't be less than 2? Why? Let us know.
Because the only way for it to be less than 2 is if you only have 2 squares and you subtract them and they're 1 apart, because that's the only way to get 1, and you can't get 0 because that would be repeating a square. So to get 1, you would have to subtract 2 squares that are 1 apart. So there can only be 2 squares in the whole rectangle, because otherwise they wouldn't be 1 apart. So you have, I'll call 1 square A, plus A plus 1 is 16. And that's not possible because 2A plus 1 is 16. So 2A is 15, which is half of a square, which is not possible.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh. All right. So it looks like we got, yeah. Looks like definitely it seems like you can't get any lower than 2, right? But we got 4. So JL, yes, JL, if some other people thought about the same one, that's completely fine. No worries, right? So that's why we're working on this together. So don't worry. We're working on this together. So kind of like what happened with Ella and Soraya. They look like very similar, right? But it with the shapes a little bit in different places, but that's completely fine, right? Thank you so much, Anurajani. We can go to the next one. Let's try the next one. Let's try the 5x5. Looks like seems like 4 is what JL was saying that he got. Maybe a few other people also got a 4. Doesn't seem like anybody else got a 3. So let's try the next one. All right, what about these 5x5s? What about these 5x5s? So Martha, I know you're in here. Do you have an? Oh, we could.
Can you,
Well, since we have Samarth right now, yeah, we'll go ahead, Samarth.
first you need to cover it up. 1 to 5 A to E.
You want to cover the whole thing?
Yes.
One color?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
The largest area is 25. The smallest is 25, which gives you a score of 0.
Oh, okay. Well, this technically we don't have a smallest and a largest, right? We only have one.
Yeah, so both are the smallest and the largest.
Well, we to have a smallest and a largest, we actually need 2 shapes, right?
Okay, if that is the case, then reduce that to ABC.
Well, we have to have at least 2 shapes. Right now, we
Yeah,
only have.
I'm giving Samartha a lot of points for creativity here. I don't think you ever said, Javier, that you had to have 2 shapes. So
Well,
I think
yeah.
we'll make this a rule now since Samarth seems to have solved it.
Hey, sometimes we have to come up with the rules just like this, right? On the fly.
Okay, so I'm going to call Nicole and Zara as our last participants.
Okay. Thank you so much, Samar. Thank you so much, Anurajani.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Yeah. So now it's Nicole and Zara.
Oh, wait. Did I miss?
I think Zara. We're still waiting for Zara.
3x5.
Ooh. Oh, Nicole, you're already trying to go for it. Okay. 3x5, but where? Where should we make it? You can
ABC 1, 2, ABC.
ABC.
ABC, and then to what number? How far do we go down? 1,
5.
all the way to 5. Oh, okay. All right, let's do that. All right, Nicole. It's Nicole, right? Okay, Nicole. Now what?
DE
DE
down to 5.
down to 5.
All the way down to 5. Okay, we'll do that. So now you will keep using these colors. Okay, so now it looks like we colored the whole thing. So what is the area of the biggest, of our largest shape?
How many's in there?
How many squares are on the yellow?
15.
15. Okay. All right, so let me write down
Count the
15.
next
And
one.
how many squares are in the red rectangle?
10.
10. Okay. So what should be our score here? If we take 15 and subtract them from 10,
5.
we get 5. Oh, very nice, very nice. All right. Let me make it a little bigger. There we go. Awesome work, Nicole. Awesome work. Okay, so Zara, what about you? Did you have the same idea or a different idea?
Different idea.
Ooh, okay. Is it Zara or Zara? Just so that just
It's Zara.
Zara. Okay, thank you so much. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Okay, Zara.
Okay, so in the rows of H, I, and J, 3x3.
H, I, and J, a 3x3, kind of like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and then under it, 3x2.
Under it, 3x2. Okay.
And then 2x2 next to that.
2x2 next to this. Okay. Then what?
Okay, wait.
Hmm.
Can we undo the,
Which one? The
wait,
blue?
can we just undo the blue and the red?
Yes, of course.
Okay, okay, so let's just fill in the whole K and L
A and
down
L.
to 5 for both,
Sure.
and then just fill in the rest after that.
Okay. So what's your biggest area?
10,
10. And what's your smallest area?
6,
6. Ooh.
which gives us 4.
Ooh, we got another score of 4. Wow, very nice, Zara. Very nice. Very nice work, Nicole and Zara. Very, very nice work. Thank you so much again for helping us out, for trying these out. All right. So let's see. I know there's a few more people that have their hand raised. What do we think? Spencer, should we call it? Should we call it? I know it's already 42.
I don't think Lorraine's had a chance yet, and I also think Abigail had their hand up and they haven't had a chance. So
No. Okay, so those will be the last two. Okay, let's do that.
Abigail, I'm promoting you to panelist. You had your hand up earlier. If you want to not share, that's totally fine though.
Mhm. Lorraine, since we got you, did he?
I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, do
Which ones?
so O, 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 1, 2, 3,
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
and 2 cube.
Oh, to Q. So all like this.
Yeah.
All right. Then what?
Then from R to 5 and same with S.
I don't know what's happening with the echo. I'm not sure. I muted myself and it doesn't seem to help. Wait, sorry. One more time, Abigail. I'm kind of having a little trouble hearing you because there's like an echo. I'll try to mute myself again. Let's see if that helps. Okay.
So do S 1 through 5 and R 1 through 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and then fill in the rest.
On the rest. Oh, so you had the same idea as it looks like the same idea as
Oh.
Zara. That's okay.
Okay, then I'll try to change it.
Oh, no worries. No worries.
And
That's completely fine. If you had the same idea, that's completely fine. If you didn't have a different idea, that's okay too. Okay. If you have the same idea,
okay.
no worries.
Yeah, I could. Okay.
Don't worry about it, Abigail. Don't worry. All right. Let's see. Lorraine, what about you? Did you have a different idea?
Yeah.
Okay. Let us know.
So 8 of 5.
Oh, you see, we use these letters here. We have V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Z to 5.
5. Okay.
W to Z on 1.
Okay. All right. Then what?
B
C and 2 to 5.
Wait, what?
together. Like B to C
B to C. Okay. So
all the way down
okay, I think
to
I know.
5.
I think I know what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
That, right?
And then
Mhm.
D to E
Mm-hmm.
on 3 all the way down to 5.
Okay. Okay.
And then fill in the 2.
The two. All right. So what is your biggest area here?
8,
8. What is your smallest area?
4,
4.
2.
Right. There's one a little smaller than that. All right. And then so
That equals 4.
so what's our score?
4.
No, well, not 4. We subtract the 2. What should it be? If you subtract the 8 minus the 2.
6.
Ah, there we go. So the score was 6. That's okay. Don't worry. That's completely fine. If it was 6, we got 6. All right. So thank you again so much, Lorraine. Thank you so much, Abigail. So Spencer has put the link in the chat of all these spreadsheets. So you can go ahead and click on it and you can try out all these other grids. Okay. So we got to the 5x5, but there's 6x6, there's 7x7. You can go in there and try to fill out all the colors yourself and see what score you get. Kind of like exactly what we've been doing, right? So you choose whatever rectangles or squares, right? You color them in, and then you check your highest and your lowest of those shapes, subtract the 2, and get your score. Okay, so that's the link in the chat. If you want, we can add more grids, but for now we have it up to the 7x7. Okay, so that's all we have for today. Thank you so much, Liang. I'm glad that you loved the game, and I hope everyone else did too. So we're pretty much done for today. We will see you all. Do we have one next week, Spencer? I think we do, right?
Have an activity?
Yeah. No, like Math Monday. Math Monday's next 2 week, right? Nothing about spring break or anything?
Yes, I believe we have a Math Monday. Let me double check that. And then if we don't have Math Monday, you'll see an email from us probably tomorrow at the latest.
Okay. So either way, whether we have a Math Monday next week or not, we will let you know. Okay. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great Monday. Bye, everyone. All right. Bye.